Hey, I'm here today with Corbin Olsen with Fairway Mortgage, and I've asked him to explain the keys to the mortgage process and what a lender's underwriter looks for in approving a home buyer's financial package. So Corbin, I know we all hate rejection, and the underwriter at the mortgage company has that possibility of denying us. Would you explain what the underwriter is looking for and what you do as a loan officer to be a buyer's advocate, to give a positive financial snapshot to the underwriter so our loan is approved?
Absolutely, Jeff. The underwriter really has three main points they're looking at. I call those the 3 C's, and they are credit, collateral, and capacity. Credit is obviously your credit score and your overall credit profile. In the mortgage world, we heavily rely on automated loan approvals, which is basically a computer or an algorithm determining your approval or likelihood of repaying the loan. It is extremely important that your loan officer input 100% accurate information in order to make sure your approval stays through during the entire loan process. Collateral is the appraisal process and your down payment. The more money you have down, the stronger your likelihood of an approval. Lastly is capacity. Capacity is the capacity in your monthly income to repay the loan, or what we call your debt to income ratio. We may look at how much your mortgage payment is compared to your other debt or how much money you make. The lower your debt to income ratio, the better your likelihood of an approval. Experience matters. Having a loan officer with experience will typically ensure that the work is done up front and correctly so that the underwriter gets your file and essentially there are no changes or no adjustments to make. Having 17 years of experience myself and closing well over 1,000 loans, I know what is needed with working with an underwriter to make sure to get your loan approved.
Can you give us an average time frame for the loan to process from the date of origination to closing, and what steps go behind the scenes?
Absolutely. The average turn time is about 30 days. However, oftentimes in order to get a property in this competitive market, we often need to move really quick. So we can do loans in as quickly as 8 business days or just under 2 weeks.
Another question I get a lot is, my credit score is X, and will that allow me to be approved? So can you talk about credit score ranges and what the benefits of having a higher score is?
Absolutely. Credit scores range from 350 to 850. For FHA, I can go as low as a 550 credit score with 10% down, or as low as 580 with 3.5% down. Conventional loans require a 620 credit score. Overall, the higher your credit score, typically the better offers you are going to receive. That would mean lower rates, lower mortgage insurance, and lower fees. Now, that doesn't always mean you should wait until your credit score is 760 to buy a home. Ultimately, talk to your loan officer with experience and see what options you have before you really determine if it's the right time for you to buy.
Thank you. That was a wonderful explanation. Just a follow-up question. Does it hurt my credit score when I have it pulled? And is it okay to go buy some furniture on credit for my new home or purchase a new vehicle while applying for a loan?
Really good question. The credit bureaus have made it so that you're not penalized if you're shopping for a loan in a 30-day period with the same product or service. So, for example, in a 30-day period, if you have 3 credit pulls from mortgage companies, it basically means you just have 1 credit inquiry. Therefore, it has very little impact. Now, if you have a mortgage pull, an auto loan pull, and a credit card pull all in a 30-day period, now that is where it really starts to pull down your score. Once you've started the loan process, definitely you do not want to make any new large purchases, a vehicle, or anything else for that matter. That can drastically change your loan approval and could even cause your loan to get denied.
Excellent. Corbin, people say, I know I have outstanding credit and I've been on my job for 10 years. I don't need to go to the lender. I just want to go see homes. So why is it so important in today's market to get an underwritten approval versus just being pre-qualified?
Yeah, another great question. There are a lot of horror stories out there. People employed at the same place for 10 years definitely does not mean that your loan's a done deal. These horror stories affect buyers and sellers. I'm talking about the moving van is out front of the new home, sellers have already moved out, only to find out at the last minute the loan got denied and the deal is dead. there's not a whole lot of more stressful situations than having nowhere to live and finding out that at the last possible second. So, sellers with good real estate agents do their homework on the families and individuals writing the offer on the home. They want to know, how far along are you in the process? Did the loan officer verify your income and your down payment? Did they go through underwriting yet? What company are they working with? And how much experience does that loan officer have? These are all questions the listing agent and seller want to know. So if you want to increase your likelihood of getting your offer accepted, work with a loan officer who can give you a pre-underwritten loan approval and is willing to call the listing agent and help sell your likelihood of closing quickly or on time.
Corbin, thank you for spending time with us today. It was great to be enlightened about the mortgage loan process. By the way, last question. Tell us about the new Home Scout app and the huge advantage it has for buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. So Home Scout's a great app to search for homes. Zillow is extremely popular with consumers, mostly because it's really easy to use. The problem with Zillow, when it comes to looking for homes, is that they do not have a direct access to the MLS. Zillow only has about 60% of the active homes, and 40% of all the information is completely inaccurate. It is extremely frustrating when you think you found the perfect home, only to find out it's sold months ago. Home Scout is a direct feed to the MLS. It updates every 15 minutes. It looks and feels a lot like Zillow and really easy to use. It's got a GPS finder, so while you're out in front of your home on your mobile device, you can instantly find pictures and exactly what that home is selling for.
Excellent. Thanks for your time today, Corbin.
You bet, Jeff.